Hi guys, I am Preeti and you are watching this special video on Bhagavad Gita verses. Okay, in today's verse we are going to discuss the verse number 13 and 14. And in this verse, in the 13th verse, it is said that everybody started blowing conches, drums, trumpets as an indication that the war was about to begin. Okay, so yes, so that is the general thing, that is the general drill how a war begins. And on the other hand, when Sanjay is describing that Krishna and Arjun, they also blew their conch shells. He describes that they blew the transcendental conch shells. So transcending is when somebody, they actually move from this world to the other world. That is called transcending. And yeah, definitely transcending is where the soul moves to a higher level. You might feel, okay, now Kauravas, they were sinful, but yet they had Krishna on the other side, and Krishna was supposed to be he was to be the bringer of fate for the entire Kuru dynasty, which is why and Krishna, everybody, and you may or may not be knowing the stories of Krishna, whoever he kills, that soul gets to transcend. So this is why it is said that when Krishna blew the conch shell, that the sound was the conch shell was transcendental. Okay, so Krishna was supposed to and that indirectly tells us that the people on the opposite of Krishna's side, they were surely going to be defeated, because Krishna had blown the transcendental conch shell. When he blews the transcendental conch shell, the opposite army, he means all of them. Okay, and that is why he blew the transcendental conch shell, which was in an indication that they were going to win the war. The opposite army, he was going to allow all of them to transcend to a higher dimension. Okay, so that is the meaning for the Krishna's conch shell. Also, the chariot on which Krishna and Arjun were seated, it was gifted by Agni, Lord Agni. Lord Agni is the Lord of Fire, and it's believed that Lord of Fire is he can actually win in all the three worlds. So anybody who is going to be seated on the chariot of Agni, it is impossible for that person to be defeated. So this is why, that was also one more reason why Krishna's side, Pandav's side could win. Okay, in the 15th verse, it has been talked about the Panchajanya Shank. Panchajanya means the five elements by which it is an indirect indication of the five elements by which this entire universe is created. And it says that Krishna is he is blowing that conch, and because of that, all the senses, all his senses, all the senses of the people on the war front, and as well as all the other organisms that were comprised of the five elements, somehow they could be controlled, because he had all the five elements under his control. So here there is one more thing that is being talked about, is people who are not devotees, who are not connected with God, who don't pray to God often. Somehow it is said that God cannot he cannot direct them on the best path, and which is why those souls, they just keep wandering, they just keep suffering. But a true devotee, that person devotes himself to the God, which is why it is easy for the God to take control of him and direct him on a path that is best for him. And usually in the case of devotee, the more devoted the devotee is, the more the Lord will be able to control his senses. And when he is able to control, not exactly guide through the senses, that is the time, that the devotee gets the best guidance. So in this case, Arjun was totally devoted during the war, which is why Krishna had full control and he could actually direct Arjun on the best path. So yes, so this is how you can actually say that how much was somebody going to win during that war. And Arjun was actually very much shaken up at the beginning of the war, and the guidance that he got from Krishna, that was so immense, that made a huge impact on Arjun, that Arjun had given his full devotion to Krishna, which is why it was very easy for Krishna to lead Arjun towards his victory. Okay, and you know that Duryodhan, he was not at all ready to believe in Krishna. He was not ready to believe in Krishna. Duryodhan and Bhishma were believing in him, but they were not on the side of Krishna, which meant that they had not surrendered themselves, they had not devoted themselves entirely, they had not devoted their lives entirely. So which is why the result of the war was most definitely going to be on the side of Arjun. Okay, so yes, so this is the video. I hope that you like it. Let me know in the comments what did you learn from this video, and share this video with as many people as you wish. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Keep following the path of your soul's purpose, because you are born for a reason. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.
Make sure that you subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon. When you click on the bell icon, select all notifications so that you get notified about all the videos that I upload.